Starbucks order says a lot about you. So I polled 1,539 of you to figure out what the most common order for your Enneagram type is and what that says about you. What would a video about Starbucks be without giving away some Starbucks coffee? So I'm gonna be giving away a $25 gift card to 4 of you guys. All you need to do to enter is to enter your email into the email list in the description, and I will email 4 of you your code for free coffee. Let's dive into the results, starting with Type 9, the Peacemaker. Type 9s showed up for this challenge with 20% of answers coming from Type 9. Way to go, 9s. The first thing I wanted to find out was if 9s prefer hot or iced drinks. Weirdly, you were pretty much evenly split on this very important question, so I decided to find out which steaming and sweating beverage most floats your boat. For cold drinks, the majority of 9s order a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. I think the beauty of the vanilla cream just gently cascading through the cup makes it a perfect drink for Type 9s. Why? Because you need that extra kick in the pants that cold brew gives you to start your day, but it's softened by that sweetness of the vanilla cream because, you know, it's no fun to start the day without an incentive. For hot drinks, you were evenly split among 3 different choices and each one was at 11%. And those hot drinks are, drumroll please, Americano, a chai, and a regular old cup of coffee. What this tells me is that you guys are a no-fuss hot beverage drinker. An Americano is just water and espresso, and then a chai is just tea and milk. And when all else fails, go back to the basics with a regular old cup of coffee. Type 9s love things that are familiar and comforting, so it makes sense to me that they would want simplicity to be a big part of their Starbucks routine. As the conscientious reformer, 1s gravitate towards hot drinks with a little bit of sweetness. The 2 most common drinks for Type 1s are tied at 11.2%, and those drinks are a caramel macchiato and a chai latte. Both of those drinks are not easily made at home, which means you probably prefer them in a particular way. You made an intentional choice to go to Starbucks, and you intend for the trip and for the drink to be exactly the way that you like it. You probably brought your own travel mug so that the barista won't waste any plastic, although right now I don't think they're doing that. So forget I said that. But you also won't hesitate to send it back if it's not made correctly. Most 1s aren't going to be like super rude about sending something back. In fact, they're gonna be probably nicer than most other people at the coffee shop. They're gonna tip, they're gonna say thank you, they're gonna say all the right things. They just like things the way that they like it, and they're very direct in going about in doing that. And I think that's how they approach Starbucks as well. Okay, Type 8s, it's your turn. I don't know what this was. A little over half of you preferred hot drinks as opposed to iced drinks, but I wanted to point out that in the iced category, a lot of 8s really like just an iced coffee. So I just want you guys to know iced coffee is definitely an 8 drink. While 60% of you said that you liked a little sweetness in your drink, a surprising amount, 29%, said that they didn't want any sugar at all in their coffee. No muss, no fuss, no beating around the bush, no extra, whipped cream and sprinkles and all that stuff. No, you want directness and honesty and authenticity in life and in your drinks. So this will come as no surprise that the most common Type 8 drink is a regular old cup of joe. Straight to the point, a cup of coffee gets the job done without any added fluff. Time to talk about Type 2s. When it comes to the age-old question of hot versus ice, 59.5% of 2s prefer ice. Another stat that stood out to me is that most Enneagram types did not like sweetness at all. That was like the lowest category in like my sweetness question. But Type 2s actually had super sweet drinks as their second biggest category. Now, the most common Type 2 drink was tied at 12% between an iced chai and a vanilla sweet cream cold brew. Both of these drinks welcome the sweetness, the same way that 2s welcome people into their lives. There's just something so comforting about a sweet drink that adds a little brightness to your day. So it makes sense to me that Type 2s would want a drink that matches their hospitable energy. Let's dive into the optimist, the entertainer, the enthusiast, Enneagram 7. Type 7's answers vary. Are you in any way surprised? Because I wasn't. As a lover of variety and adventure and spiciness and feistiness, it makes sense to me that Type 7s wouldn't gravitate towards just one drink. They want options. One day it could be a pink drink, the next a caramel macchiato. Because there was so much variety in the answers, I'm gonna share with you both the hot drink and the iced drink, but I want you to know that 67% of Type 7s indicated that they like iced drinks more than hot drinks. That's a mouthful. I also had a thought that maybe type 7s really like iced drinks because iced drinks last longer. Like if you have a hot drink that gets cold, it's like not fun to drink anymore, but this can go all day long. So if you are multitasking or doing something else, or you get distracted, which I know happens to some type 7s, the iced coffee is still gonna be there and it's still gonna be cold and good. For hot beverages, type 7s indicated that they preferred pumpkin spiced lattes. Yeah, baby, I said it. I didn't know if there was going to be PSLs on this video because a lot of you don't like them, but type 7 showed up. Enthusiasts get enthusiastic about seasonal drinks that invoke crisp autumn feelings. For cold drinks, type 7s prefer a vanilla sweet cream cold brew, which I am quickly learning is some of y'all's favorite drink. Like a lot of you. Most types ranked that drink like really high up there. So if you do win one of the Starbucks gift cards I'm giving away, please treat yourself to a vanilla sweet cream cold brew because apparently they're fantastic. I think the reason so many people like it is it's quality coffee, like the cold brew, with the aesthetic, sweetness and comfort of the sweet cream. Type 3s must have been busy at work or something because only 6.6 of y'all answered this poll. You were the lowest of everyone. And I'm a 3 and I put in the poll because I know that 3s have a hard time with these. Or maybe type 3s were just too busy refilling their 4th coffee of the day. Like this one. This is my 4th. 52.5% of type 3s prefer iced drinks with a little bit of sweetness. As a type 3, I pretty much exclusively drink iced coffee, and I'm pretty sure the reason for that is the reason for other 3s as well. It's more efficient. Iced coffee takes way less time to make in the morning, and it just stays drinkable longer. That said, the most common Starbucks order for a type 3 is cold brew, which is freaking amazing because I love cold brew and it is my go-to order. If you didn't know, cold brew coffee is slow steeped for 20 hours and it never touches any form of heat. So it packs a punch with caffeine without sacrificing taste because it's not watered down by ice or anything like that. Like it is just pure coffee. As a 3, the quality of things matter because it speaks to who you are as a person. A cold brew is style and substance, just like a type 3. Okay, loyalists, it's time for type 6. Buckle up. Type 6s crave stability in their life, so you know that they're probably ordering the same thing every time they go to Starbucks. It's a routine that adds safety to their day. Speaking of safety, nobody ever got burned from an iced drink, which is probably why 56.6% of type 6s prefer iced drinks over hot drinks. So there's that. And wouldn't you know it, the most common drink for type 6s is... What do you think it is? It's vanilla sweet cream cold brew. You guys freaking love this drink. I have never had it and I'm feeling some serious FOMO right now. 18.2% of type 6s polled preferred the vanilla sweet cream cold brew, followed by an iced chai at 10.7% and an iced vanilla latte at 10.1%. Perhaps the reason that vanilla sweet cream cold brew scores so high with type 6s is it's reliable. As seen by types 2, 7, and 9, this drink delivers, apparently. Why order something else when you know that this could make your day extra awesome? Now it's time for 4s. Now before you turn off the video, because I know that type 4s hate being grouped into things and having, lifeless data applied to them, I get it. Please keep watching because I think you're gonna laugh at the results. 56.3% of type 4s preferred iced drinks over hot, with 65% saying they liked a little sugar in their beverages. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The most common Starbucks order among type 4s is none of the above. I have never seen a more accurate type 4 chart in my entire life. 4s were just like not having it. They're like, you didn't put any of my favorite drinks on here and you could never get me with a Google form. And you guys, you know what? You're right, I couldn't nail you down with a Google form, and that's okay because you wouldn't be 4s if you didn't. So I did leave some room at the end of the Google form to share like any thoughts you might have, whatever like drinks are your favorite. So I got a bunch of responses from type 4s, and this one I thought summed it up pretty well. Honestly, I prefer to go elsewhere than Starbucks. There's a little independent cafe next to my local Starbucks, and I love the looks I get when I come out of there with my coffee in hand while there are people lining up outside the Starbucks just waiting to get in. You guys write these videos for me. I'm basically not doing any work. Last but never least, type 5s, the investigator. Interestingly, 53.8% of type 5s preferred hot drinks, so you share that in common with type 1s and type 8s. Every other type prefers iced. I found that those who enjoy hot drinks enjoy the experience of sitting down with a hot beverage. You can't drink something piping hot on the go. It's gonna, you know when it squeezes and then the flops all over and then burns your hand and then your day is ruined. You can't have an enjoyable moment on the go with something like that. It encourages you to sit down, drink in your surroundings, and have some time to reflect. It's a ritual and it's sacred, and in fact, a lot of the reasons people even like coffee is because of that time that you get to sit and reflect and drink your coffee. And I can see why type 5s would be drawn to that. Now on to the most popular type 5 drinks. Type 5s tied between 3 different hot drinks. At 11%, 5 prefer Americanos, a regular old cup of coffee, and a chai latte. One of these is espresso, one is coffee, and one is tea. So I really don't see any through lines with like what the beverages actually are, other than that they're comforting drinks, they're warm and hot, and they can provide you a sense of respite from your day. If you're a type 5, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. If you wanna watch the coffee routines of all 9 Enneagram types, you can click right here. And if you wanna watch something that YouTube recommends, you can click right here. I hope you guys are subscribed because I put out new videos every Thursday and we have fun around here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in one of these videos.